Hey, what's up everybody? Did you know that 96,000 people move to Las Vegas every single year? The question is why? Well, due to the Fed's interest rate hikes have increased the cost of living for many Americans across the country. Americans are now looking to relocate to Las Vegas because of no state income tax, low unemployment, low cost of living, and affordability for housing. We're also the entertainment capital of the world. So if you are thinking about relocating to Las Vegas, we would like to offer you a free Southern Nevada market report and a relocation guide. All you have to do is click on that link below to claim yours today. All right, what's up everybody? Another day, another property home tour. If it's your first time tuning into this channel, my name's Chakits, Krulsawat with Simply Vegas. Now we just got done touring the 1742 model. This is 2 bedrooms, a den, and this is actually the Bluffs I. Now we did tour the Bluffs II about a week ago, but this is another community that they have, which is the Bluffs I. These are all going to be single-story homes. Price point's going to be a little bit cheaper. Now, if it's your first time tuning into this channel, just want to say thank you for tuning in. This is the only channel that's going to provide you the educational process of purchasing a brand new home. As you can see, this is a 2-car garage. We do have some nice stonework in the front. However, you need to make sure your stonework is actually sealed. Okay. Let's take a look on this side here. As you can see, internet, fiber optics is not here right now, so they got to use the satellite. This is being utilized as a office for the superintendents, guys that are building. It's very important to understand the functions of your home and walk through your home. So one of the services that we provide, if you do buy a home from us, if you request it, we will show you all the functions of your home, all the components to your home, all the drain lines, all the water lines, how your home actually functions, just in case if something breaks. So let me give you an example. So this is your gray line here. This is your 2.5-inch gray line. If you don't know what a gray line is, that is your drain line. Now, one of the things I want you to find out, should you ever end up buying a home like this, do we actually have a flap on the drain line? So that way it prevents the backflow. These are just these technical questions that you need to ask when you are buying and building a brand new home. AC unit, right? What's the best brand for the AC unit out here? Well, there's so many different good brands. There's pros and cons from SEER ratings, right? Compressor size, and also the brand, the efficiency of it. But also depending on the price point of your home, you're not going to get your top tier AC unit where you're spending $30,000 on a train system when you got a 1,500 square foot home, and on the resale value, you're not going to get this, okay? Now, as you can see, this is the 1831 model. They only do the spec build here, and I'll explain to you what is the spec build here in just a second for all you new viewers out there, okay? So first thing that I see right here, okay, would be a concern to me is these actually weep holes. All this needs to be cleaned up, nice and sharpened. The problem is this is how it works. When these guys come and put up the pop-ups here and they add the stucco, they tape it up, but a lot of times what happens with the blue tape, it bleeds on through. Then we also have our weep holes here. If you don't know what a weep hole is, water should be able to go in here into this track and should drain out here. These things you don't want it to be clogged, because if you do, it literally leaks into your window frame. That's the last thing that you want to do, because if you do that, now you got to rip out the stucco, now you got to rip out the drywall. There's so much that you need to be aware of. Now let's take a look at the lay of the land here. This one is actually pretty cute. It is a little bit dark when you have more of a darker cabinets. Now, the other reason why it looks dark is because the way that this home is actually positioned, how the sun rises and how the sun sets. But believe it or not, okay, depending on the time, like now, sun rises around like 7, but it sets around like 4:30. Rises in the east, sets in the west. But summertime, it heads more northwest, okay? See, these are things that you just need to know. So if you're going to be buying a home out here in Las Vegas, you probably better give me a call, because I can really help you out. And I'm going through this situation right now. These are these little tips and techniques, even lot placement. I have 2 clients right now. Their lot is backed up on a major street. They asked me what my concerns were. I said, look, when we put this thing on the market, we're going to have some problems. What are the problems? Well, because your home is on a major street, right? That's going to be one of the negatives. And we had multiple showings, and it was the same thing over and over again, okay? Now, I'm not going to say that's how good I am, but look, I'm pretty good because, you know, selling over 150 homes a year, doing this every day, we average about almost 3 to 4 escrows like every like 3 days. I'm sorry, every 3 to 4 days we're getting a new escrow, okay? So as you can see, this is a feature wall here. Now, just real quick, with the 1,800 square feet, okay, because this is the 1831, you have an option for 3 bedrooms, two and a half den, and also with a 2-car garage. Here we have, looks like 20 by 20 porcelain tile, and they actually laid this very good. Now these are some straight edge tile. However, the grout lines, okay, are not going to be leveled with the tile because these are straight edge. So, just something that you need to be aware of. What do we have here? We have our guest bathroom. So this one has a little bit more upgrades, as you can see, the baseboards. Now, guys, I've been doing this for so long, I can walk in and I can tell you what's standard and what's not standard, okay? So here we have an 8 by 8 tile. This is what we call a feature wall. However, the proper way to do this feature wall, you would have to do a hardy back. But I can tell you what the builder did on this one right here, they probably just did the drywall and just added this, okay? This is more aesthetics than anything. Let's go into the laundry room, see what we were working with here. So the laundry room on this one, we do not have a sink. Upgrade on the upper cabinets. Then here we have a 36-inch smart panel box. Now you do have the option to upgrade these into a little bit bigger ones, but they do start off with like the smaller ones here. But this is what I'm talking about. This is why you're gonna hire me as your agent, so that way I can walk you through the process and say, hey, you need to add these type of things. These are coax cables and power over Ethernet. Why? I'll talk about this on another video. You do have right here, which is the Smurf tube to the D-mark. Why do we have this? Why do we have this stringer right here? There's so many different reasons, and you need to make sure that you have these things for a resale value, okay? Now I can go on and on and on why you need to be calling me, because there's been so many times that clients end up working with other agents and they're like, I should have called you. Well, you should have. Why didn't you call me? Well, because I just thought you were too busy and I thought you only do high-end stuff. Look, guys, I do it all. Every transaction is the same. Service will be there regardless. I'm never too busy, okay? I have systems and processes in place to literally help you out. And that's why we created these systems and process. The cabinets here are definitely all upgrades here. They're not full overlay cabinets. This kitchen aid was actually an upgrade. Now the standard comes with the Whirlpool package appliance. However, the kitchen aid is more of an upgrade. We do have a undermounted sink too as well, stainless steel. Now, this is a Kohler. This is very expensive. You're probably spending about $700 to $900. But believe it or not, there's actually cheaper products out there that can get you the same look, the same feel as well. A lot of this stuff right here, okay, is aesthetics. Now, is it really worth to do all the upgrades at a price point here and the location of this home? The answer is no. But if this is something that you want, then I also understand. When you're buying a home, you also have to look at the resale value, okay? Right over here is our 2-car garage, so it literally walks right into the kitchen. However, this could literally hit the countertop here, so you need to make sure that there's actually a bumper on there or here, but they also make these little bumpers that tie up right here. Now, you see this right here? The reason why it looks like this is because this is greased up, ends up drying, and you create this little dust here, okay? Now, Control panel system. This is the IQ. This is something I definitely would recommend because you have so many different apps and options that you can connect to that. Here we have a KitchenAid again. This is more of an upgrade. Cook countertop is definitely an upgrade with a backsplash. Everything that you see here from the underlighting mounted rail, the backsplash, the lights, 42 upper cabinets, the double stack, and also the crown. 36-inch with the refrigerator. I know it sounds like I'm yapping it up, but there's so much things that you just need to be aware of. On this one, I love the fact that you do get the 10-foot ceilings. So the first thing that you need to do is this. When you're shopping for a home in Las Vegas, okay, figure out the price point, where you want to be. Because the price point is going to be the monthly payment based upon what you're currently approved for, how much you're going to put down based upon credit score. Now, if you're not comfortable for that monthly payment, then you shouldn't be looking at that price point. So you need to make the adjustments, all right? You need to make the price adjustment to what you're comfortable with your monthly payment. Now, once you figure that out, you got to figure out how many bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage that you're looking for. Once you figure all that out, you got to see what's currently available. Does that even exist? And if it does exist, okay, now we go out, we look at homes that's available at your price point and what you're looking for. North, east, south, and west, okay? Then from there, we would narrow down your search. But as we're looking at homes together, there's going to be pros and cons from one neighborhood to another, where there could be potential growth in the near future, right? Potential development. These are all things that I look at because I always look at the resale value. Believe it or not, the average person moves every 5 to 7 years. That's the truth. Or buy another home every 5 to 7 years. Now, once we find like 2 different locations, you're comparing one builder to another, based upon the base price now, what do you get standard, okay? Not cosmetically, it's what you get standard, right? Because there's actually building code and compliance, right, on these homes. Certain type of energy efficient for the windows that you got to meet standard, the AC unit, right, the airflow and all that stuff, right? Look, I know all these things. Now, based upon current industry standards, do the builders give you more? Then we take a look at the price per square foot. That's number one. Now, once we figure that out, right, what you get standard, you're using this as a barometer, price per square foot. But then you kind of run the numbers as far as structural upgrades now at this point. Now, based upon structural upgrades, okay, how much does that cost? Then from there, let's go get a general idea, how much are the upgrades? Then you price it out, and that allows you to compare apples to apples. Then you can really just kind of like really weigh your pros and cons, okay? See, these are the things I'm going to help you with, and you need to be aware of. And that's just one part. Now, we could talk about like the financing, how to get the best deal, how to negotiate a deal with the builder, right? How to leverage. Now, when it comes to carpet here, as you can see, the transition. Here, pull the carpet back. You need to take a look at this. Tile ends here, but then we have the tile ends here. So it's not completely flush all the way across. This tile is actually cut short. So these are kind of things that would actually bother me. I would say, hey, we got to rip this out and make sure it's actually equal all the way through. Now, if you ever wonder how carpet was actually tacked, believe it or not, there's actually a piece of wood that has nails that is glued down. Okay, it's about 1 inch from here. They pull the carpet and tuck it right into the tack. So just be careful when you're walking along here. Sometimes you can feel that thumbtack. So when you're also going through your build, you want to take a look, okay? These are all PEX plumbing, which means they're no longer using copper because copper is more expensive now anyway. But this is also durable, but this is a quarter turn versus pushing in and you pushing out. The quarter turns are going to be better because as you're pushing the knobs in and out, right, on that option, you could actually break the line, and that's the last thing that you want. Also, this is a Pro Flow toilet. This is not your top tier toilet bowl, okay? Also, if you take a look how many inches it is, this is only like a 14 inch. I would rather have an 18 inch because it's actually a lot higher. So this is a kid's height. So this is actually the wrong toilet here. So I wouldn't use that toilet. I would definitely upgrade it, okay? Now coming in here, number one, carpet is an upgrade. I can tell you these are all a upgrade, but you can go through the third-party company and spend the money, or you could do it yourself and make it a lot cheaper, okay? Now you can go to IKEA, and I can show you actually how to build all this out, guys. It's not that expensive. Now let me flip this camera around. Countertops, as you can see, nice and smooth. I typically check all countertops. Now with the countertops, okay, once you sign off on it, you're done. You got the Moen product here, brushed nickel. I mean, that's going to be an upgrade. They did the backsplash on here, the mosaic, which is really nice. And then we have our shower tub. Oh, I was going to say tub shower combo, but it's not. These are 12 by 24s, okay? I mean, it's really nice. Not bad, okay, at this price point. You got a medicine cabinet, okay? I can tell you, get rid of that shit. Nobody uses that anymore, okay? That is so old school. Like, if you have the option of not rip it out, re-drywall it, you want the home to make, you want your home to be here as custom as possible. Here we got the 4 rocker switches. What is a 4 rocker switch? Why do you want a 4 rocker switch? Because there's so many components that you can actually wire this through. You can do all different kind of things with this. Typically the first one is the half hot, second one is the lights, third one is the light for the ceiling fan and the ceiling blade, okay? You can do a 2-way switch or a 3-way switch, okay? What is a 2-way? What is a 3-way switch, okay? First and foremost, let's say you have a light here. You're walking in through your garage. You may want to turn on the light, or walking through the front door. You can hit that switch for that light, but then we have another light here as you're walking out of your primary. You hit that so that way it turns it on. But also remember, when you're going through the electrical, these are the things that I think about as I'm understanding how you live, how you function, right? What's your day in, day out with your life, with the home, and we help build the home, right, to your lifestyle, okay? I mean, there's only certain things that we can do with a production build like this, but this is more when we go into like custom homes, okay? And this is important. This is where I get to know really about you, how you operate. And this allows me to give you ideas as we go through your building process. Oops. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, if anybody says that they work for me, you need to ask them, do they work on my team? Do they physically work for me, not work with me, okay? There is only a handful of people that work personally with me, that is on my team. There's been a lot of people, even from different companies, they end up calling, they're like, yeah, do you know Chakits? They're like, yeah, I know Chakits. But they don't work with me. I don't like that. You're misleading these clients, saying that you work with me, which is, you probably work in the same office as me, but you don't work with me. Or, I had another client call me and say, oh, Chakits, this person's saying that they worked with you. Like, yeah, we worked a deal together. They don't work with me. Just rubs me the wrong way. The average lot size is about 4,500 square feet. Look at this view fencing here. We are elevated pretty high here. This is a pretty large backyard. Beautiful day here in Las Vegas. Now, if you're ever wondering what the landscaping costs, okay, the best way I can describe it, you're looking at about $35 a square foot, folks, okay? like this little walking path, and it takes you right up to this observation deck. I mean, this is cute. If you guys can see the lake there. It's so sad that they're just destroying this land. It's crazy. Alright guys, that's enough of me ranting. I really have a passion for what I do, folks, like honestly. And it just kind of like just bugs me where I know I'm the best in the industry. And that could sound a little bit arrogant or cocky, but that's not my intentions. It's just, I know I'm the right person for you, right? And if you want to see me win, now we don't charge you whatsoever. Our commission comes from the sellers, okay? Now, if you want to see me win, okay, give me a call. Because a lot of you, or majority of you, do want to see me win, because I do get a lot of calls, okay? And I appreciate that. But some of you guys on the backside watch the video, take the information, give me a call. You probe, you ask questions, I answer all your questions, spend the time with you, help you out. And I get burned every once in a while. And, you know, I mean, it kind of hurts, but you know what? It is what it is. But just remember, my time is just as valuable as your time. All right, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about this property. If you can see yourselves living here, let me know in the comments below. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and be blessed, folks. If you guys want to check out all our video home tours, we have over 1,800 video home tours. Just go ahead and click on this video right here. If you guys are in the market and you want to purchase a home and want to get started, visit lvhomeexperts.com. Scan this QR code right now. Also, if you guys just love real estate and want to get into real estate, go ahead and subscribe to our second channel. Until next time, peace.